Langston. He broke. Deadbeat dad. He's a fake, a fluke, a fraud. Alright, cool. I'll accept that. Watch this. Kidney beans, spinach, corn, jalapeno peppers, maca powder, moringa, not saying nothing. That's for lunch. What are you saying? Know what you talking about. Know what you talking about. What time is it? 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm all about family. I'm all about family. What are you saying? You running your mouth for no reason. You don't know what you're talking about. 1 month. Give me 1 month. And I'm telling you, this body right here, done. 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 You won't be able to recognize me. Period. I'm not playing with y'all anymore. It's not a game. It's not a game. Langston 2092. Period. Watch me. So let me explain to you the reason why I put that video in front so that you all can see it. This is what I do on a normal basis. I wake up in the morning and I have to give baths to the little ones, and after that I have to make sure that the children are fed breakfast, lunch, right? And I have to prep for lunch that night. So once my shift is over, meaning that the mother of my children takes over in the afternoon, but I have to handle things from the morning into the afternoon. Once my shift is over, I go straight to the YMCA, I work out, and then after that, I know y'all gonna go giggle and all of that mess, and I don't care. I do Postmates. After I finish Postmates, which is about 12 o'clock, depends on if it's a Friday and Saturday, sometimes it's 1 or 2 in the morning. I come back here, I make videos and I edit videos and put them on YouTube, and I have 2 channels. And both channels have content on them. While in the midst of doing that, I'm editing my new book. While in the midst of doing that, I'm prepping up. So last night, what I showed you is what I do almost every night. Do you do that? Does your man do that? Does your husband do that? Does your boyfriend do that? Do you do that, young man or old man? Whoever's looking and that's hating. I see my children every day, so I don't know what these people talking about. I'm being a deadbeat dad. See, y'all think y'all know me and y'all don't. I do this every day on a constant basis. And not only that, I'm in charge of going grocery shopping. So I have a schedule. A hectic schedule that I'm required to do, because everybody plays a part, a position in this family. We make it work. And it's just that plain and simple. You see, some of you all are subscribed to my channel because I used to do dreadlock tutorials. Some of you all are subscribed to my channel is because I used to do, skits, and I used to pick on Sinetta and Tommy Sotomayor. I used to do these little skits. Some of you all subscribe to my channel because, I put out Atlanta videos, videos about Atlanta and when I used to live there. Some of you also are subscribed to my channel because, I was talking about Dr. York and being a Nubian. So a lot of y'all have your specific reasons why you're subscribed to my channel, but guess what? That does not give you the right to think in your mind that you know me, because you don't. I can change it any given moment. I can be spiritual, but I can be physical as well. And I know what my supporters are gonna say. Yo, Langston, you beating a dead horse. Stop focusing your energy on those haters. I get it. And this will be the last video, I promise you. But I just had to put it out there. Like, you all think y'all know me and you don't. Let me let me put this out here, because this is funny, right? If and when you ever meet me, and for those that have, you know that I am quiet. I'm quiet. I'm the dude that's in a club that's sitting on a couch, chilling, sipping on something. I'm not loud. I'm not ghetto. I'm none of that. Period. I'm this quiet person. I'm mad cool. I like to laugh all the time. I like to have a good time. And this is another myth that people think, you know, that I'm angry all the time, and I'm not. I'm not. I love the joke. I love it. And it's just crazy how people just have this assumption of me, and it's annoying at times. Because they want me to be who they want me to be. And I can't do that. I can't. The mother of my children wants me to be a certain way. I'm not going to put her into it. I ain't going to put her business out there like that. But I'll just say overall women want me to be a certain way. And I just can't. You can't cage a lion. Because sooner than later, there's going to be a situation where, I forgot the dude's name was, he put his head in the lion's mouth and the lion bit his damn head off. And it's just that plain and simple. I always offer you all the door. Don't I? I always say if you don't like what I do and how I do it, you could always leave. You could always unsubscribe. And some of you all have. But then some of you all have unsubscribed and then came back and subscribed again. Like, that does not make sense to me. And then, while in the midst of you subscribing, you complaining. You bitching and complaining. Like, I don't understand that. I don't get that. I don't get it. Well, Langston, you curse too much. All right, well, stop looking at the videos. Matter of fact, you can continue looking at the videos. You want to know why? Because, listen, I'm trying to monetize both channels. Period. I'm trying to get commercials on my videos, so therefore, while I'm running my mouth, I could get paid. Period. And now I know what y'all gonna say. Oh, Langston, it's all about the money. It's this, that. So if it was all about the money, I got 258 videos. Don't you think I would have stopped by now? Because I haven't gotten paid for any one of them. And time is money. Don't you know that? You don't go to work and work for free, do you? If you out in the streets and somebody's trying to talk jive to you, you know what I'm saying? You know what you're gonna say? Man, you're wasting my what? What? Time. Period. So YouTube is, hey, listen, I'm not saying this channel is gonna be so sanctified and all of that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just gonna curb my tongue a little bit, you know, and stop, you know, with all the curse words, and just make it a little bit more friendlier. That's it. But it's just crazy how people just feel as though that they know me. And the reason why y'all feel that is because y'all want to put me in a box, and you can't. You can't. I don't know if y'all familiar with Pt.2, right? When I was in Atlanta, I was mad cool with him, you know what I'm saying? And we used to build and talk all the time, right? I don't want to give up where, you know, he work at or whatever have you, but, you know, anyway, we used to build and talk all the time, you know what I'm saying? I used to go to his, you know, his job and chill with him or whatever, right? You know, great guy, you know, he's traveled to Africa, and he has a book out, and he has a website out, and he's selling, you know, different herbs and different things on there. Great guy, right? And I always used to joke with him all the time. I was like, yo, you're the better me. I'm the evil version of you, right? If you don't know who Pt.2 is, go to his channel and you'll see just how peaceful he is. And, you know, he's always like, you got to get the knowledge, the wisdom and the overstanding. But he's like the good part of me, right? And the reason why I say that is because it's like you can't put me in a box. I can be like Zaylock 23, spiritual and all, but then at the same time, when it's time for my old lady, I already told you all this. I'll take Punani over a deep conscious conversation in a minute. In a minute. And I told y'all, you know, I was drinking wine or whatever have you. It was like, oh. I've never known anybody that meditated and drink wine. Well, I never told you I did it at the same time. That doesn't make sense, but I do it. I'll meditate and then I'll drink wine. Not at the same time, but I'm saying, why is it? I'm just trying to understand. That's what I'm saying. Like, these walls that you all build up, not just exclusively for me, but for other YouTubers and just celebrities, period. Don't you understand that you're gonna get your feelings hurt? That you're gonna be disappointed all the time? Straight up. One of my favorite rappers is Skyzoo, right? You know what? I'm just being real with you. I never want to meet him. I never want to meet him because I highly praise him because he's a profound lyricist. It would piss me off if I met him and he was an asshole. Straight up. I'm like, man, I can't listen to you anymore. But those are the walls that I built for Skyzoo that I need to tear down. And just say, you know what? And when I meet him and he's an asshole, guess what? Okay, that's who he is. That's his personality. But that's not what I like him for. I like him for his music. So I'm going to continue messing with him, with dealing with his music. But I don't never want to meet that guy ever again. I'm going to say this one last thing. I'm going to say these two things and I'm going to end it. My sister got married, right? So my sister's husband is Skaz, DJ Skaz, right? He DJs for Big Daddy Kane. I'll never forget, we were, you know, I was in my sister's wedding, and, you know, we went to the wedding thing after the wedding. I forgot what it's called. We went there and Big Daddy Kane showed up. And it was like, he wanted all eyes on him. He was like, he gave off this very arrogant type of energy, and I was like, wow, you gotta be kidding me, man. This is like, you know, we having fun. You coming in here like, oh, I'm Big Daddy Kane, I'm the man. I was like, that was a big turn off, man. I was like, man, yo, but that's who he is. And that's who I had to accept. I had to accept it. Another person, I never told you all this, but I was working out at the Y in Buckhead, right? I'm working out. Lo and behold, I see David Banner. I'm like, oh, so he's working out and everything. He's meditating and all of that, right? So I go downstairs and he's like right by this machine where you can take wet clothes and put it in there and it'll dry it. It'll spin real hard and dry your wet clothes. So he's over there by that machine, right? So I go up to him and I'm like, and I don't mean no harm. I'm like, yo, I see you trying to work out, right? He was like this, trying, I'm doing. And I was like, what? I was like, all right, man. I walked off. He was so aggressive, and I was like, why? I wasn't saying trying as if he wasn't working out. You know how come on, man. He already knew how I was talking. He knew what way I meant it. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I seen him again, and we talked for like an hour in a hot tub, and it was me and him and another brother. And I brought it up, and he was like, yo, man, I have to apologize to you. He was like, you know, I took it wrong, and you know, I was too aggressive and everything. And then he said, you know, he admits it, you know, to everybody. He suffers from anger. He has, you know, anger management. He got anger problems and stuff like that. So it's like, yo, you can't, to make the long story short, you cannot put people in a box. You can't, because your expectations will always get let down. And that's what I'm telling you. Stop putting me in a box. Stop thinking I'm one way, because I'm not one way. period. Other than that, man, continue to look at the channel, continue to support by subscribing, sharing the videos, and liking the videos. Make sure you have your bell, your little ringer bell, whatever they call that thing, where, you know, if I put up a video, you know, you'll know that I put up a new video. Make sure you subscribe to both channels, you know, Langston 2092 and Long Live Langston. Other than that, I'm out. One.